All right, another great day to be in the garage. 25th of March, 36 degrees out, pouring rain, 20-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah, I think this is a good spot to be. Better than laying out in the driveway. So, let's go on this update for the T56 swap project. Transmission is ready to go in. Got the cover plate made. Just need to seal it up, bolt it down. I think last time I did a good longer video. We're talking about all the parts I was collecting. So I did get the starter. It's a high torque starter. And the flywheel, if you're interested in part number, it's the center force 700173. This is an externally balanced flywheel for the small block Chevy's 400. That's in. I'll show you that right now. There it is. So that's the 153 tooth for the T56. The starter in there. I have a short out there with it actually starting up. Yeah. Got that in. Went to put the clutch on and realized I have the wrong bolts. So, step back, research, find the right bolts. Delayed the order because I knew I was going to have to buy some more parts for the hydraulic clutch setup. So that's where I'm at now. Let's take a look at that. So this is the Speedway kit for your hydraulic clutch conversion C10. It's a C20, but their cab and everything's the same. So, comes with this bracket in the back. Use as a template. Little thing I like to share with you. I took some graph paper, marked out the circles, put center lines on there. So when I put that bracket up, I had a good place to prick punch, find my holes. So I did an 1 5/8 hole for the stem of the cylinder itself, and then two, I think they're like 3/8 holes for the mounting bolts. And then I started doing some hard line work. Got that bent up. It's going to go down, and then I'm going to do a little swing around there by the frame. But we'll revisit that in a moment. But yeah, so that's on the firewall. And then you come in the cab, and maybe I'll have to get some light in here. Stand by. So then your rod comes through, put all your hardware that comes in the kit together, mark your arm for the clutch pedal, drill a hole in there. I have a right angle head drill, only 3/8 chuck, which is fine. Did a pilot hole, stepped it up to like a 3/16 hole, and then the bigger bit was too long to fit everything in there, so you're going to need a step drill to come through there to give you enough room for the drill bit itself. When I put the master cylinder on, I removed the fuse block because, as you can see, it's a pretty close fit. And I wasn't sure where it would come through on the firewall, so I removed that. And then there was another relay above the fuse block, that connector right below the linkage goes to, I think it's the high beam relay or maybe a horn relay, not sure, but took that off, so now I got to relocate that. And they don't give you much of a width on that harness, so. But we have more wiring to do on the transmission, so we'll do that all at the same time, all the wiring. But yeah, that's where the parts are that are in the truck. Let's see what's on the bench. This is the clutch kit I bought. It's a Summit brand, and when you order that, you get the tool, the alignment tool. It had the pilot bearing for the crank, Comes with the throwout bearing, clutch there. You're going to want to get your clutch bolts, and well, we'll see when I go put this in if that's the right ones. That's the part I had ordered wrong the first time, and so get that ordered. And I also ordered, well, those are the wrong ones, those are metric, not good for this application. Some stuff for the hydraulic clutch. I got some line clamps, 3/16 line for that. Yeah, these are for another project. More of those. So here's my plan. Let's see. I have a key there, a couple caps. This is an adapter for this guy. This is my slave cylinder. It's a standard 94 Camaro slave cylinder. And this is supposed to adapt from that fitting to an AN fitting. This has the AN female. This is going to go onto there. This is going to be my bleed port. So I'm going to use that when I fill it to bleed the air out, and then cap it, bleed it just like a set of brakes. So that's what the cap's for. And what's back ordered is a flex line, AN3 with AN3 fittings that are going to go down to this guy. This is the AN3 male to go to the flex line. 3/8/24 inverted flare for the hard line. So I'm going to come down the transmission. So the clutch goes here, comes out. We come down with the flex line, curve in, and I'm going to mount the hard line here, come across and up the frame. It's another part that came in. That's a Speedway transmission adapter for a C10. Comes with the brackets that you can bolt to the frame. Those will go on the frame like that. And as you see, you have a lot of forward and rear adjustment that way and this way. And also, it's offset, so you can do, I believe it's like a 4-inch strap or a 5-inch strap, depending on which way you set that bracket onto your frame. This distance on top or this distance on top for more drop. Checked it out. The holes in there do mount up with the factory mounting holes. So yeah, so that's got to go in. And then, yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, hard line coming out, up the frame. Once that comes up, running up the frame, then it's going to go to another flex line, which is here somewhere. There it is, right there. So this is a Napa lot part, 813-1210. That's going to go onto the hard line, like so, off the frame, and meet up with that line that's on the firewall of the truck. That's the plan and goals for today. I did test fit the bell housing, slave cylinder, all seems to work. Ran some tape measure lines, looking for where that mid shift might fall in place, and it's going to be somewhere close to, I believe it was this hole in the hump. So that is ahead of the bench seat, but it's not close to, I believe, the factory hole. So there might be some modifications to that hump. We'll have to wait and see. And looking at that hole in the hump, it would be in this area. So I was hoping to use the original boot, but that's angled. So I either have to hammer it down and flatten it, but then how does that work with this? It's rubber, right? Should flex, so might be just as good. We'll see. And then of course, you got to fill that in. Things to do, progress to be made. I might as well get at it.